And we are live. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another Stonadge watch along. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, after a day's hiatus. Only one day. We didn't even have any hiatus. What am I on about? We're back consecutive days, ladies and gents. And we are live today. We watched Liverpool beat Brentford yesterday. It's West Ham against Manchester United today in a battle, well, for West Ham United's sake to get out completely of the relegation battle, and for Manchester United's sake to stay within the Champions League. Well, to keep their grip on a Champions League place, really, and to ensure that they don't start losing in the race to potentially Liverpool. In that 4th or 5th place battle. West Ham, after a few really good games, have lost the last couple and will want to get back into form, ready for their Europa Conference League semi-final against AZ Alkmaar this week, which will be live right here on the Stonadge channel. There'll be 3 West Ham games, all live in the next couple of weeks, all live on this channel. So yeah, you better stay clear and stay awake for that, because it is going to be so class. David has put the team in the chat, as always, the absolute legends. So shout out to David and shout out to all of you guys for joining early and being here, because it's fun being here early and we can have a little chinwag. But anyway, yeah, it's good to see. Realistically, it's good to see West Ham back in action. I do enjoy watching West Ham, having sort of a semi-mutual connection with my mate Alex, and yeah, he's I'm sure he'll pop in today. They're on 34 points, West Ham United. You'd think the one win or even 2 draws would be enough for West Ham to actually get out of this relegation battle, shall we say. I don't think they're in it. I genuinely think they'll be okay. They've got the talent to get out of it anyway. And yeah, it's been a good Premier League weekend, let's just say that. Newcastle have just lost 2-0 to Arsenal. So that's, again, good news for Liverpool, potentially getting into a Champions League spot. They're only 3 points behind Newcastle, although their goal difference is significantly worse, 7 goals worse. Manchester United, who are playing today, if they lose this game, then, again, it's going to be interesting going towards the end of this season. If Liverpool can win the rest of their games, who knows? Who knows what might just happen on the last few games, and it's a huge loss for Newcastle. It also keeps Arsenal in the mix. The goals today from Martin Odegaard and an own goal from Fabian Schär. Yeah, what a huge result for Arsenal. I didn't think they'd win there, to be honest, and it does keep the pressure on Manchester City, although they still need to drop points in 2 of their last 4 games. Hey to Ball, hey to Josh, how we doing? Hey David as well, hey to George's child. Good to see you there, as always. We'll go through the teams for the early birds who are catching the worm. West Ham in goal: Lukasz Fabianski, Thilo Kehrer, Naif Agurd, Angelo Ogbonna and Aaron Cresswell. Declan Rice, Thomas Souček in midfield with Bowen, Paqueta and Benrahma behind Mikhail Antonio. On the bench, Areola, Anang, Johnson, Fornells, Lanzini, Downs, Cornet, Ings and Emerson Moraes. Emerson Palmieri, I'm afraid. For Manchester United in goal: David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Shaw and Malacia. Casemiro, Eriksen and Anthony with Fernandes, Rashford and Weghorst. That front 4 is really good. And how are we, Chris? Good to see you. How are we? In goal for on the bench for Manchester United: Jack Butland, Harry Maguire, Anthony Martial, Marcel Sabitzer, Fred Dallo, Jadon Sancho, Brandon Williams and Alejandro Garnacho. So plentiful talent on the bench. Garnacho, of course, recently signing a new contract with Manchester United. So there's so much talent on board. And Izzy has just bought me a cup of tea, the absolute friggin' legend. Hasn't he just, Bol? Hasn't he just, my friend? He has been incredible. I have to say, I was one that wrote him off. I can't lie to you. I said I'd be worried about his new contract situation. I think he's well and truly earned every bit of pay rise that he could potentially get in the next couple of years. What a player Trent Alexander-Arnold is. He's bossing defenses and midfields everywhere. People saying he's in midfield, he's not. He's an inverted fullback, lads, and it bloody works. It bloody works. He is the perfect inverted fullback. I've not seen anyone more perfect in my time watching football, to be honest. I thought Cancelo might have been right up there, but he definitely is right up there. He's just so good. So good, Trent. And I think the fact that he's topping Premier League stats with it rather than just Liverpool, that is so elite. Elite levels from Trenty boy. Oh my goodness. I'm just watching Peter Crouch cross the ball in. Awful. Crouch and Ferdinand. Oh, look at that. Two absolute legends of the game. And Joe Cole as well in the BT dugout. But I'm a fan of all three of these. In terms of punditry, I'm not massive into Rio, but Joe Cole and Peter Crouch I think are actually quite good. I'm not sure Joe Cole is the greatest insight in the world you'll hear, but he is. I think he seems like a really nice fella, even though he was awful at Liverpool, wasn't he? He was dreadful. Don't know why my mic is being so like. There we go. I'll put you lot down there so you guys don't have to see this arm come up. So yeah, thoughts on PSG kit, lads? Thoughts? Bangs in my opinion. So how's everyone's weekends been overall? How have they been? Been up to much? Been watching anything? Been eating anything particularly fancy in your weekend? Because I have been getting on with uni work. I can't lie to you, lads. It has been long. Very, very long. Izzy, could you do me one more favour and pass me my charger? The big white charger. The big white Mac charger. The absolute legend. If you guys do want to see Izzy at half time, then, which I'm sure you will, then make sure to let us know. I'm sure everyone loves an Izzy halftime show. Thank you very much. You hero. In there would be lovely. Thank you very much. So, what do we think this game will be like then, guys? I genuinely think West Ham will challenge Manchester United quite well, actually. I've gone for a 1-1 draw. Why is that not plugging? Oh, it did. There we go. It did for a second. Sorry, we're having charger problems. Sorry, guys. Give us a second. Why is this not working? Anyone have any experience with Macs? Oh, it's working. Oh, it worked then for a second. We're working. Get in. 5-1 West Ham says time travelling Blasians. It's a great name. Chilling this weekend. Nothing much. Oh, Josh, I wish I could say the same, my man. I've done a bit of chilling. We went and watched Newport City Ladies as they quiet weekend, hoping for a West Ham win to finish it off nicely. I hope so. West Ham win, and it does get interesting. I can't lie. I obviously don't think Newcastle, but I do think Newcastle are capable of a bottle, and they have got Sam Allardyce's Leeds at a 12:30 kickoff next Saturday. They've then got Brighton on the Thursday, which is not an easy game. Leicester, who are in a fight, and Chelsea away, which you just never know. It could be interesting. I don't know who we have a better chance of catching. But if we get top 4 this season, I have to say it would be one of the best achievements of the Klopp era. Like, considering how bad we've been. We have been awful. And I don't know who we have a better chance of catching. I think United's games are easier. But obviously, I think this is United's hardest game left. They've got Wolves at home, Bournemouth away, and then Chelsea and Fulham at home. I think the Newcastle have harder games. And to be honest, it would be good. I think it would be good in the world. If Newcastle didn't actually have the opportunity to get into the Champions League at this point in the season. In their journey, I mean. I think it would be poetic justice if Newcastle did fall out of the top 4. They're a good side, though. That is the issue. When we're 3 points behind them, that means we have to rely on them dropping points in 3 more games, really. And we have to score goals. But it's possible and it's doable. We're winning games at the moment. And I do think we can go and win our last 3 as well. Which would mean that we'd win our last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. If we manage to do that and finish the season strongly, for me, that's a really positive ending. Hasn't he just, Ball? Hasn't he just, hey? He's been exceptional, hasn't he? And it's not like I've been telling everyone that for the last 2 years or anything. If you give him a consistent run of games. Of course, I think West Ham are a team that will present a lot of issues for Manchester United. They've got so much talent. They should have at least got a draw against Liverpool, if we're being real. But this man right behind me, he's going to be really, really important. You've got Jared Bowen, you've got Lucas Paquetá, you've got Michail Antonio, who can cause trouble to any defence on any day. He's that good when he wants to be, but also is extremely inconsistent. It has to be said. For such an established player, he's so inconsistent. My feelings are that the only way West Ham are going to get a result is by getting an early goal, like they did against Liverpool, and sitting on it. Man United have so much attacking talent. You look at Anthony, you look at Rashford, Fernandes behind me as well. I just don't see. I don't see it. And with Casemiro in there as well. And Man United have a very, very good record against West Ham in recent years. I just fail to see. I just fail to see where it comes, where a win comes from for West Ham. But I've gone for 1-1 in my score predictions. What has everyone got for their score predictions? Get it in the chat right now. Like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. It's going to be a nice, chill, easy stream for me today, I think. A real proper chill stream. The way to be. The way to be, man. Even Craig was saying how well has Curtis been playing on really? I'll have to message him and say, listen, lad. Listen, you should have listened to Stonadge. Craig. He said, you know how much Craig used to hate Curtis? I always said, listen. This boy is talented. He's special, and give him a run of games, he will do bits for you, and he has done. He played so well yesterday as well. Was my man of the match by quite a way, apart from obviously Salah, who scored and was amazing in general. Oh, they're showing a McMuffin on the screen, lad. Oh, that looks hot. Shall I get a McMuffin tomorrow? Hmm? Shall I get a McMuffin tomorrow? No. Can I get a McMuffin on Tuesday? No. Why not?
I will get it for your birthday.
Yeah.
I can be your birthday.
You also rated Ox in 2022. I did rate Ox in 2022, but we don't talk about that, Hannah. Even the greatest men make mistakes. Even the greatest ball knowledges make mistakes, alright? Allow me. And to be fair, right? Oxlade-Chamberlain was not as bad last season as he has been this season. He actually had a spell, especially in the AFCON period, where he was actually quite good in 21-22. Got that goal against Palace, Bournemouth, wasn't it? He scored it. Was it Bournemouth? No, it wasn't Bournemouth. He weren't playing. Palace. He was definitely scored against Palace, Brentford, some other games as well. He did well. He scored in the League Cup as well against Leicester. Allow him, man. Allow Big Ox. David Moyes against Eric Ten Hag. Of course, David Moyes yet again taking on one of his former managers and former employees, in Manchester United. That spell didn't go too well, but this spell with West Ham, it has to be said, even though they're in 15th at the moment, has gone to plan. They've gone into 2 Europa League seasons. They're going to a European semi-final this Thursday, live on the channel. I mean, realistically, I'm probably going to do both West Ham games, and I back them to get through to that final. It's just whether they can really stomach a European final, and if they can, that makes their season a success. Basel or Fiorentina, who's it going to be? I think it'll be Basel. I have a feeling it'll be Basel. You know, what on earth is going on outside? There's some lunatics going on. There was a street party in my road the other day. Not the other day. It was this morning. They might still be doing it. I think they are doing it. There's a street party going on, lads. Yeah, it happened yesterday. Grow up, lads. Oh, I had a whole rant yesterday about the Royals. I don't usually like to delve into it, but as soon as you get me going on them, mate, I can't stand them. So, elsewhere in the Premier League this weekend, of course, Arsenal just got the better of Newcastle United away from home. Liverpool, of course, beat Brentford by a goal to nil. Tottenham beat Crystal Palace by a goal to nil. Wolves beat Aston Villa by a goal to nil. Man City broke that trend and made it 2-1 against Leeds United. İlkay Gundogan missing a penalty for his hat-trick, and then Rodrigo going to get what turned out to be a consolation, but did bring Leeds back into the game. And Chelsea, bless their cotton socks, won a football match and rose to 11th place to go above Crystal Palace and Wolves into 11th. And they're only now 3 points behind Fulham, so they could they could actually reach the almighty heights of 10th. So blessed be thy Chelsea. I hope you're okay down there, Frank. Bless you, my man. That is so sad, isn't it? We don't want any rants on the Royals again, lads. I could get cancelled for them. It's just so weird, though, isn't it? It is weird. It is weird, lads. I can't lie. I just sat back and I watched, and I was like, this is our country, and I'm bearing witness to it. So Manchester United, in the last few games, there's been a few stumbles. The draw against Tottenham Hotspur, the loss to Brighton. Obviously they went out against Sevilla in the Champions League, but overall in the Premier League, they've usually found a way. They lost to Newcastle United. They drew with Southampton back in March. But overall, they've usually found a way in the Premier League, and there is a chance they could go and win a cup double in Erik ten Hag's first season, which I think is a monumental achievement. But looking at the rest of their games, I think there is possibility they could drop out, but there are so many teams that I don't know. I don't see Wolves, Bournemouth, or Fulham or Chelsea getting anything against them, really. But the one team I do see getting something against them are these lot, West Ham United. I genuinely do. I think they're more than good enough to beat Manchester United in their quality. I don't know whether they can always string it together in the way that they can do. But what do you guys think? Will there be an opportunity for West Ham United tonight? David definitely thinks there will be. He thinks it's going to be 2-1 to West Ham United. They're still doing it outside. Grow up. Grow up, lads. I can't deal with it. They're mental. I can't handle it. They're in my head rent free. They really are. They're staying there. So, Leeds losing yesterday, it does open a gap for one team to make a springboard away from the relegation spots. Tomorrow in the Premier League, we have, tomorrow and all tomorrow. Yeah, we've got Fulham v Leicester at 3:00. You got Brighton v Everton at 5:30. You got Nottingham Forest against Southampton at 8. I'm definitely going to do the Forest Southampton game. Is the Fulham Leicester game on TV? Let's have a look. Is it? Is Fulham Leicester on TV? It's not. Why is Fulham Leicester not on TV? It's 3:00. I know, but it's not on a Saturday. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe one of the others. But 3-0 West Ham, says Josh. I'd love that. I would absolutely love that. I think we need, if the thing is, United's goal difference is only 9. So goal difference isn't a problem. We've technically got a half point on them there. So realistically, they're not going to batter anybody. I don't think they have done all season. They find themselves, winning games, usually 1-2-0. They've not really scored more than 2 goals in many games. The last time they did so was in the Cup quarter-final against Fulham. Before that, Betis, Manchester United against West Ham back in the FA Cup. But in the Premier League, the last time they scored more than 2 goals was against Leicester in February. You think about it, there's so many teams who've done that and more since. Only 49 goals all season. That's the third worst attack in the top half. Only behind Aston Villa and Fulham, who scored 46 and 45. But the thing is, they've also got not the greatest defence in the world. They've only conceded 2 less than Liverpool. But I think a big chunk of that has come with the 7 that they conceded at Anfield. A team that, United are usually so solid. And the 6, of course, they conceded against Manchester City back in October. There is true capabilities for this United side to either perform to an exceptional level, win 2 or 3-0 here, and make it look comfortable, or they could just bottle it. I just don't know whether they've got it now. Is my thumbnail not right? It should be. Oh, it's not right. Sorry, guys. It's absolutely awful from me. I've changed that thumbnail. Thank you, Lucas. I didn't actually see that. That might be why. Might be why it's a chill one. Evening, Jen. How are we? It's because it's a bank holiday, Hannah, I think. But yeah, it's a strange one. Yeah, thank you for that. I thought I changed it, but clearly not. It should be okay now. I'm still learning in this YouTube thing. Mine makes mistakes, you know. Makes mistakes. I don't make mistakes in my ball knowledge, though, as we've all established. But there is... Looking at Brighton now, if they go and beat Everton, Arsenal, and Newcastle, do they put themselves in the hat for the top 4? Because that'll put them on 64 points. They'll have beaten Newcastle. That'll drag them down. And it'll be on the same point games as Newcastle, on the same... imagine they do that. Imagine they do that. That would be incredible. I'd love to see Brighton back in this race, you know. Jen. You are an absolute gem, Jennifer. Jennifer, you're bloody legend. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much. You're just a bloody hero, Jennifer. Thank you so much. That is, I can't pin it, but I wish I could. I'm just gonna pin you. That sounds wrong. Great to see. Just so lovely of you. It's just so bloody lovely. Thank you. I need to check my 14th tables Bournemouth points 39. Yeah, absolutely. You're bloody legend. Thank you so much. You're a hero. But what are you feeling about Bournemouth yesterday, FCB Fan TV? Do you think you could have got more from Chelsea? I certainly do. I think they were very unlucky to not get a penalty against Dominic Solanke with the foul from Thiago Silva. Absolute stonewall penalty for me, but the referee and VAR decided not to look at it. But for me, it just looked so much like a penalty. I don't know what grounds they would have had to keep it as the decision it was, but it would have been 2-1 Bournemouth if that had happened. But clearly, the referees don't pay too much attention to that in that regard. We are going to be live tomorrow, as I say, for the Forest against Southampton game. I might, if I get uni work done, go live for Brighton and Everton too. Let me know if you guys would want that. It might be a double header, and it's only if I get uni work done, mind. And only if I get my girlfriend's blessing. 1-1, I say. Bang on. Same as me, Lucas. Same as me, my man. I agree with you. There we go. Let's get a bit more of me on the screen. Woo! So, yeah, it's going to be... for me, I think it's going to be really tight. I think United have got so much individual quality, but they don't always seem to utilise it in the way that they can do. The 49 goals this season, for me, is a massive worry. 49 goals in 33 games they've played, averaging, that's 1.5 goals a game. That's a worry. I think if you look at the sides who are around them, you've got Liverpool, Arsenal, City, all averaging 2+ goals a game, really. Liverpool are just a little bit underneath, but 49 goals in 33, it's a problem. It's a problem for me. And they've got to rectify that next season with a striker. Will that be Harry Kane? I don't know. Will Harry Kane ever leave Spurs? I don't know. It's a bit like this man, Declan Rice, although I think he will be getting out of the stronghold of West Ham soon, even though he is the skipper of the football club. I think the West Ham fans actually realise, this is a player who deserves to go and play Champions League. Now, he could maybe stick around for one more year of Europa League football and see if they can get in the Champions League via that regard. But time is short in a footballer's career. Time is very, very short in a footballer's career. Oh, Declan Rice gave the mascot a hug. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute, man. 7-0 to Man United. How are we, Alex? Good to see you. What's your real prediction, Alex? What's your real thoughts? I think it's going to be 1-1. I've gone for 1-1 in this game. But the players are strolling out now, and West Ham United will get us will not get us underway, but the bubbles are blowing. The bubbles are blowing in the regards and in the faces of all of the West Ham and Manchester United players as they come out to the anthem so loved and sang by the West Ham United faithful. And there is Marcus Rashford. 2-1 to who, Alex? 2-1 to who? Sunep has gone 3-1 to West Man. I assume you mean West Ham. There you go. You got it. You got it. There are the West Ham players and mascots readying themselves for what will be a huge, huge fixture for them. If they do win, I rate it. I really think they're done. They're fine. Like they're okay. They can be on the beach for the rest of the season. I think West Ham have got this. I do. I've just got this feeling inside of me, this nagging feeling. United are good defensively when Casemiro is on the field, but I don't know. I think if they just get the most out of Antonio, he's going to be the one to stretch them. If he stretches Lindelof enough, I think if they stick Antonio on Lindelof, that is where they're going to win the game. Lindelof and Shaw, I just feel that you're capable of getting at them. They're still doing that party out there. It's doing my head in. It's doing me head in, lads. I hope it's Liverpool getting that 8-0 as well, David. One day, Jen will get it right. One day she will. Maybe next season. But Lindelof and Shaw at the back against Antonio. And with the cutting inside of Ben Rama and Bowen. That's where the big danger is for Manchester United. I think in midfield, they're going to win that battle anyway. I think Declan Rice, although he's going to be huge, will mostly be stationed around, Casemiro and maybe looking after Bruno Fernandes. Whereas, I think Souček, realistically, his capabilities are far below the ones of Rice and Paqueta. Declan Rice, though, look at him. He's a gorgeous man, I tell you. There he is with Bruno Fernandes. Nearly got it right this season several times, Jen, to be fair. You got a 9 and a 7 this year. And there is Marcus Rashford, the absolute, a man who has carried United's season on his shoulders almost. He's been so threatening for them. But he's now got less goals in the Premier League than Mo Salah. So, just saying, Just saying. For a man who's clearly done so well this season, 16 goals, fair play. Not quite at the level of Mo Salah, though, eh? Nope. Nowhere near, lads. And there we go. They're going to sing the national anthem now. And I'm just going to sit here and sip my tea. I'm sure it's going to be belted out at West Ham. Come on. Can we not? I'm not even arsed. Why is David Moyes singing it? You're Scottish, fella. You're Scottish, mate. Grow up. Right, so the magical King Man worshipping is finished. Let's get going into the real football. Come on. No more Kingman worshipping, lads. It's done. It's finished. No more. Plus no. Manchester United will get us underway here at the Olympic Stadium. And they are very much needing a victory today. Whereas a lot of teams below the top 4 threshold need a West Ham win. And so do West Ham. But they will get us underway here, Manchester United, with Tyrone Malacia on the ball now into Luke Shaw and back into Victor Lindelof. And United starting us off nice and early. Shaw at centre-back is an experiment I never thought would work, but it actually has done really quite well, to be fair, to Erik ten Hag. He really has played well there. I never think it went through, but then to be fair, 6 foot, he's not the quickest. Oh, it's a poor ball back to De Gea, who's cleared away. He's not the quickest, but he's good in the air. Yes, he handballs and all that stuff against Brighton. That was a bit silly, wasn't it, Luke? But apart from that, anyway, Rice into Ben Rama, and it's a early bit of positive play from West Ham. It's good count, just really, really nice. Paqueta now back into Thomas Souček, and there's plenty of space for Naifer Gerd. And Rice wide to Thilo Kehrer at the right back position. A player I'm not particularly fond of, it has to be said. I just don't see what he brings. Bowen, I'll say that and he'll score now. Paquetá, good ball into Souček. And now Thilo Kehrer. He's got Antonio in the box. He'll cut back onto his left foot and back heels to Souček. Souček with the ball in. It's towards Ben Rama at the back post who brings it down. Ben Rama headed away by Casemiro. He's the man there. And Weghorst is there for United. Played out wide by Paquetá out to Ben Rama. And now, chipped in. It's away. Good from West Ham. Really positive play so far. Ben Rama wins it back for Rice. Now Paquetá. Oh, now he's giving it away. And Eriksen will play into Marcus Rashford. And this is where United can threaten with a counter-attack. They might need to take the yellow card here. He's played it into Eriksen. Now Rashford with a shot first time. It's over the bar. It's unfortunate for Rashford. It just came up on the bounce. How are we, Shayad? Good to see you, mate. Rashford with the rash effort, really. Came over the bar, but it was good from West Ham. The first real signs of just confidence in their play. Ben Rama was the one who got the ball chipped across, and he couldn't quite find Antonio. It all came down to the guile of Casemiro to be in the right place at the right time. As he always is, it seemingly. Here's Ogbonna for West Ham. Goes long towards Antonio. Wins the header. In fact, it gets it to himself, and he's up against Lindelof, as I said he would be, but he's run it out of his own, running out of play by himself as Michail Antonio, and it's gone for a United throw. Good start for West Ham. Really positive. That's the energy they need. Even if they lose the game, this is what West Ham fans want to see. Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro. Weghorst and Casemiro fizzed forward again, and it's away. Towards Antonio. If he can get there ahead of Lindelof, he can't. Lindelof actually does very, very well there, and it's gone out for a goal kick for Manchester United. So West Ham 0, Manchester United 0. Been a good start for the Irons. And about 3.5 minutes in, I think Erik ten Hag probably wasn't expecting this sort of level of intensity from West Ham. Shaw will take the goal kick and go short to De Gea in this sort of new goalkeeping, the goal kick technique that we've seen since the defenders were allowed back into the box. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Where is Izzy? She'll be on at half-time, Jen, if she wants to. And it's given away by De Gea, though. Here's Rice for West Ham. Declan Rice still charging in, and it's a great challenge, and it's a goal kick. It's all about Weghorst, who got the challenge in really, really well. Rice couldn't quite do else with it, but it's a mistake by David De Gea, who tried to play the ball out to Weghorst himself. Rice charged through, but Weghorst came back into the box and tackled really well off Declan Rice, and it goes for a goal kick. Cleared away. Potentially, Shayad. Potentially, we will see. Charging back is Aaron Cresswell, and he'll find Lukasz Fabianski. He clears. Antonio can't win it ahead of Luke Shaw. Casemiro into Anthony. It's a good turn. Wan-Bissaka can burst forward, though. Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets the cross in. It's away. Really, really well in the end by Tilo Kehrer, it was in the end. And Fernandes will take the throw. Eriksen. Still Christian Eriksen for Manchester United. How are we, Chicken Master? Good to see you again, my man. It's not bad, not bad. Played into Luke Shaw. And it's intercepted really well. And now Paquetá's bursting forward for West Ham. There's 4-on-4. It's just a bit hard. Just a bit hard. It's really poor composure from Paquetá that. He's got to do better. Antonio was in, but just too hard. That is the difference. You see, if that's someone like, I don't know, Bruno Fernandes in that position, it's getting played to perfection almost, pretty much every time. Hey, Spencer, how we doing? Good to see you. Here's Jared Bowen. He's giving it away. Casemiro. Over the top now. And for Anthony. Anthony bursts forward for United. Anthony going to cut inside on his left. It's a good challenge. It's come back from Fernandes. It's not far away. He's just dragged it wide of the left-hand post. Anthony was just a little... He did so well in that position, but he's just clotheslined a little bit. Wasn't far away from Fernandes, but here's Paquetá for West Ham United. And United are very deep here. He's looking for Bowen. It wasn't a bad ball either, but Lindelof gets there first. It very much can do. Antonio's trying to get there. He's still bursting through to try and get there, and it's well seen out by Luke Shaw in the end. But that's what Mikel Antonio gives you, his dog-like work rate. It's what he does. He will absolutely challenge you for the 60-65 minutes he's on. It wasn't far away, this Fernandes effort, you know. It actually, I thought it was dragged a lot further wide, but it was so close. Whisker away. Fabianski didn't seem to really react. Towards Weghorst. Well won in the end by Antonio. Declan Rice. Good turn. Rice still. Oh, Ben Rama tried a little cheeky flick past Victor Lindelof. Just didn't quite work out. But that's what he sort of does side Ben Rama. He's a hot and cold player, isn't he? Very, very good championship player and a good Premier League player. But he just can't quite get the consistency at the top level like he did at Brentford in the championship. In for Shaw. Fizzed inside by Fernandes to Casemiro. He's the key man for United, as he has been all season. Rashford, Wan-Bissaka for United. Wan-Bissaka again cuts back inside. Wan-Bissaka into Anthony, trying to keep the ball. Wan-Bissaka has it back. Rashford. Still Rashford for United. Still Eriksen back to Rashford. Fernandes. Over the top for Wan-Bissaka. He can't win the header. Is well won by Cresswell, and Rice helps it on, but only for Lindelof to intercept. And back to deep sitting Luke Shaw by Malacia. Fernandes is on the ball. Malacia into Eriksen. Eriksen again. Fernandes towards Rashford. It's a great bit of defending by Nia for Gerd. Eriksen again. You know, just taking their time on the edge of this West Ham box. Malacia. Shaw, Rashford. Hey, Linus, how we doing, my friend? Good to see you. Malassi with the ball towards Wan-Bissaka, and it's going to come for Weghorst. And now Anthony with a shot. It's not far away from nestling in the back of Lucas Fabianski's net. But it's all come from the creativity of Wout Weghorst with that little chest. He set up Anthony really, really well. It's been a good start by Weghorst. It has to be said at both ends. Anthony not far away. His last goal in the Premier League actually came for Burnley against West Ham. Back in April. Certainly has been an exciting game so far. And if you have enjoyed it, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe and all that good stuff. Fabianski will look to clear. As he usually does. He goes long towards Antonio. He lisses it. And here's Lindelof to Anthony. United look in the mood here a little bit. Weghorst. Anthony. Still going. He's still in. It's brilliant from Anthony, but Ogbonna gets in the way. And it's a foul against Manchester United, given away by Casemiro. I think the whole Ryan Mason thing, I think it's a bit similar to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think I can see it working for 2 to 3 seasons. And to be fair, United wouldn't be where they are now without the foundations laid by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And looking at the squad they had, like, he overachieved hugely. He overachieved hugely with that squad. Ryan Mason, I think it's a similar situation. Like, yes, it might not be the answer to win your trophies, but when's that ever been the answer at Spurs? Like, at the moment, they need to be built back up. I think he could be the guy. Hello. Oh, Rashford can't quite get there. K-Rat. Fizzed wide to Bowen. It's a poor touch. And Eriksen picks it up for United. Now Fernandes. Out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Anthony, this is good from United. Anthony still got it. Weghorst. Eriksen for United still. Malacia. Eriksen. Good from United. It's been a good start. They've responded well. West Ham were the better team in the first sort of 3 to 4 minutes, but United have really come into the game. They are. It's Rashford and Weghorst, Chicken Master, I think. I don't know. I think Spurs need to be ready to change gradually. They will. Obviously, Ryan Mason is not a Jose Mourinho, Conte, or whoever has you. But to be fair, when they came to Anfield, they were pathetic for the first 15 minutes. But after they scored the first goal, they looked okay. Seriously, they probably the better team. They probably should have scored 5 or 6 goals. And they've won games now. They're starting to win games. They beat Palace. I can't remember who else they beat previously, but for me, I don't see an issue with it. I think this is the direction the Spurs need to go, and they've gone for the Jose Mourinho, the Antonio Conte, the just high-profile managers who are winners, perceived. They couldn't win, so they need to go in a different direction now. I think he could be it. Seriously, he could be it. I'm not saying he's the greatest manager, or someone like him anyway. Even a draw is a good result for Liverpool. It absolutely is, Shia. It is indeed. As many draws or losses for Manchester United as possible, please. That's my request. In for sure. Rashford is run into by Fernandes, but still Marcus Rashford. He's looking to find a ball. He won't be able to, will he? Nick Nack, how are we doing? What we feeling for this one? Rashford. Cross for Anthony. Still. Anthony, it's a good ball into Eriksson. He's not far away from the Dane. Eriksson so close to giving United a lead. And it would have been a real great curling effort into the top left-hand corner, but didn't really seem to get all of it. It was Anthony again who was the centre of the creation of the chance. I have to say, it has been a really good game. West Ham United started the game really well. But Man United have come back into it so well. They've looked dangerous, especially Anthony on this right-hand side, I have to say. Here's Ogbonna. Into Naya for good. And back to Fabianski, who clears wide for Keira. Brings it down. Surely a foul on Bowen. No. Unfortunately, Lucas, that isn't how it works. Unfortunately. I wish it was like that. But that's only the case if a team outside of the top 4 win the Champions League. So say if they finish 5th, they still get it. But that's not how it works, unfortunately. Here's Benrahma towards Antonio. And it's well seen out in the end by several West Ham, by several United bodies. But it's back now at Agurd's feet. It was close for Antonio to try and just get a flick on towards De Gea's goal. He did that, but not very gracefully. Antonio now back at the feet of Declan Rice. West Ham, they're backing towards their own goal. Ogbonna into Lucas Fabianski back in their own box. And it was a very swift counter-attack from United that was just well shut down by West Ham. Souček flicks it onto Bowen. Bowen with a good turn. Jared Bowen wide to Benrahma. Wasn't a great ball, but Benrahma's now invited to take on Wan-Bissaka, who's so good one-on-one. Benrahma's good too, and it's going to deflect out for a corner, I think. No, De Gea's kept it in well. He's rolled it to Weghorst. Weghorst bursting forward, finds Fernandes. Got Rashford left. Weghorst middle. Fernandes into Rashford. Weghorst looking to get into the middle. Rashford's going to get a shot away, and he hits the post. It's close for Manchester United. It's close. Very close. Oh, Davy Nugent, mate. What a goat. But Marcus Rashford very nearly gave Manchester United a lead there. Let's have a look. See if this went out for a corner. No, it's easily kept in by David De Gea, it has to be said. Here go West Ham once more with Antonio. Back at the feet of Angelo Ogbonna, who's come in for Kurt Zouma. And that is a free kick, surely. No, not given. And Fernandes can counter-attack now. Rashford looking to find a good position. He can do. Rashford back to Fernandes. It's way wide by Fernandes. It's a poor effort, really. Poor decision-making. He tripped him up. How's that not a foul? Weghorst tripped up Michail Antonio. The referee's right there. The referee's right there. Here's Rice. Out to Keira for West Ham. And they're starting to grow into this game a little bit more now with Paquetá. Benrahma, central. Still side Benrahma. Gets past Weghorst. Cresswell back to Benrahma. Got men in the box, but he's not choosing not to do so. Rice. Now Keira. Still Keira. Back to Bowen, and it's just slowed down a bit now, this attack. No knife for good. Rice is good from West Ham, though. Just keeping the ball and maintaining possession. It's the way they should do it. Draw Man United out. They draw, but it's a very difficult thing to do to draw Manchester United out of teams. Of all teams in the Premier League. Here's Benrahma. Into Antonio, back to side Benrahma, back into Ogbonna, and Benrahma picks it up once more. Fizzed into Antonio's feet. He takes his man on and beats him. Can he get there with a big touch? He can. It's towards Bowen. You'd have rather it been the crosser to the crossee at that point, but It's the other way round. Here's Paquetá. Looking for Cresswell, but weren't really on the same wavelength in that situation. Oh, that was absolutely well out of play. Antonio, when he crossed that ball. Don't quite know why the referee... That wasn't picked up by the referee. Or the assistant referees, rather. Forgetting all rules of football. Oh, mate, listen. It happens, my man. Don't worry about it. It's a lot to remember, both in every world. Here's Luke Shaw. Back into David De Gea. Ogbonna. It's a slip from Rice, but he's back up. And it's back into Knife Gerd for West Ham. Now K-Ray is trying to draw Manchester United out of their very rigid structure. Benrahma looking to get past Wout Weghorst, and he has done, but it's well pressed again by the Dutchman. He's done so well at that so far today. Several occasions where West Ham have just been breaking from midfield, and he just gets a leg in or a little shove, and that's what they need. It's what he's there to do for Manchester United. Fizzed wide to Fernandes. Still Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro, just too hard of a pass. Looking for Tyrone Malacia's feet, I think, in the end. Maybe if that was Marcelo back in the day, he would have got on the end of it. But Malacia, it's not great. Good, looking for Bowen, and he tries to turn Malacia, but it goes out of play for a United throw. Game's just started to break itself up a little bit here. Malacia, he tried to pass it back to Shaw. It didn't quite work out in that regard. Shaw. Chipped into Shaw again. Fernandes. Now Casemiro. Shanked the pass, but Wan-Bissaka's actually done very well to turn and actually keep it in. Weghorst. Wan-Bissaka. Into Anthony. And this is where United have been dangerous, but it's a foot in and a leg in by Ogbonna, and Benrahma helps it away. And Antonio's battled for it, and he's got it. He would have been offside anyway if he'd been found, but it's now Benrahma. Rice. Looking for Bowen in behind. He's fallen back for Antonio. He's got Keira with him. Oh, Antonio. It needs to be a soft ball. An easy pass. And he just overhits it. Here's Fernandes. Again, seeing off Marcus Rashford really, really well, the Moroccan. Now Keira. Back for Souček. And Ogbonna again. Honestly, David, I agree with you. Like, genuinely. There's been a new low standard of refs this season, but it's been not just this season, the last few, and it's a poor ball from Keira that really putting Souček under pressure. Again, goes for the crossfield pass. It's not pretty, but it's well won. Benrahma. I think they need one more win, Nick Nack, and that could come today, but the way that this game is looking, it looks like it's going to come down for one goal. I think there's one goal max in this. I can't see more for either side. And talking of one goal, Anthony with the effort. It's shot blocked by Angelo Ogbonna. I was about to say Angbonna then. I think they'll be okay. I hate the phrase "too good to go down," Nick Nack, but I think they've got too much for Leeds, too much for Leicester, too much for Everton, too much for Forest. They have got a difficult run in though. It has to be said. It has to be said. West Ham's running is tough. Their fixtures have obviously got AZ Alkmaar. They've got Brentford away, Leeds home, Leicester away, and that's their last three. And that's their last three. Like they could directly be impacted by Leeds and Leicester, but I think one more win, 37 points should be enough. Leeds home, I think, is where they should be targeting it. The 2 home games, and of course, then they've got the games against Alkmaar, and then potentially a final against one of Fiorentina or Bâle. It's been a good game, though. Leicester on the final day could be Heritage. It could literally be a battle for... Actually, no, it won't be. I think those two will be fine. It's a long ball towards Rashford. It's well won by Agurd. Away by Keira. And Benrahma looking to get him behind here. Lindelof is there. Benrahma's shot. It's got in! What has De Gea done? David De Gea yet again has made an absolute hooner. What is he doing? Saeed Benrahma scores. It's a tame effort, a goal. It's awful from David De Gea. It feels like I've been saying this on a multitude of occasions this season. Does some Man United fans not understand how bad he is? Seriously. Some United fans have their heads in their hands. Benrahma scores for West Ham. And it's just abhorrently bad. It was initially given away by Luke Shaw. And Benrahma's shot, oh, it's bad. Oh, it's so bad. In slow motion, it looks like it's dribbling. Look at it. Oh, David De Gea. The goalkeeper. What is he doing? West Ham lead. Lindelof has his head in his hands. Oh my goodness me. I can't quite believe what I've seen. And people still consider this man a world-class goalkeeper. Give your heads a wobble. Seriously. Like, come on. It seems like a weekly thing with him. Like, seriously, give your heads a wobble if you think he's a world-class goalkeeper. I debate this. I debate this with anyone and anyone. David De Gea peaked 6 years ago. He is down, bro. He is so down. He's done and dusted, lads. But United could look for an instant response. And it's headed away by Agurd from... Susan says, come on, Liverpool. Yeah, well, listen, this would be good news if it happened. But it's very, very early on in the game. And West Ham United do lead through Saeed Benrahma and more directly through David De Gea. What on earth is he doing? I can't even comprehend it. It was so bad. It was so bad. See, De Gea can win you games, but he can equally lose you them. He's that awful, lads. Debate with me all day about him. I can point out his errors. Goldbridge is one. He loves him, doesn't he? How? How do you rate him? How does anyone rate him? He's awful. Fernandes. Ericsson. Fizzed in towards Rashford. It's well won by Agurd. And Weghorst. Souček is there, and it's towards Antonio. He looks offside to me. But they're playing on here. Here's Michail Antonio. Still going. Antonio gets the ball to Bowen! It's deflected into De Gea's hands this time. I think he would have been given offside anyway. And now Fernandes on the break for Manchester United. It's a great challenge by Thilo Kehrer. And Fernandes flips off. He's not happy about it. Here's Rice. Paquetá. And Kehrer back to Nye for good. Paquetá to Souček. It's good from West Ham. Bowen fouled. Surely. Surely. This time it's been given. Short. No. What? I'm sorry. It's all. I hate it when fullbacks get all over the back of wingers and they get nothing for it. It's a poor ball by Eriksson. It's back at the feet of Tyrell Malacia. And now Shaw. De Gea. West Ham players should be getting all over this man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you lot. He's a liability. Absolute liability. Has been for 4 years. Since the Euros. 5 years even. Since Euro 2018, he has been on a downward spiral. But best keeper in the world before then? Probably, yeah. One of the best. Definitely. Now, you can't even get him in the top 10. Easy. Not even top 20 for me. Honestly, and being honest, United would be better off with Fabianski in goal at the other end. And he's about 50. Like, seriously. They wouldn't... If Fabianski was in goal for United in the Europa League, they wouldn't be out of it. I don't think they will look knack though, because there is still games United need to drop points in. They need to drop points in another 2 games. Which is possible. I mean, it is very possible. I just don't see it. It's going to come for Anthony! Oh, it's off the post again! It's not far away. And Fabianski was scuttling across his box. It took a nick off a West Ham body and it came off the post. I think Fabianski would have had it covered anyway. Or would he? No, he wouldn't have. It's a brilliant effort from Anthony. And that little nick proved all too important. It's the second time United have hit the post, but neither of them were particularly, I don't know, like looking like they were going to go in. Bowen wins the header, but it's going to come back to Rashford. Malacia. Rashford again. In behind for Wan-Bissaka. It's a great turn. Fabianski comes and gets it. Wan-Bissaka did so well. It was a good ball from Rashford. And Wan-Bissaka just turned and I think he nutmegged Nye for good. But Fabianski read the situation really, really well. Seriously, United get a goalkeeper and a striker and they're in business. Though. I seriously think so. A goalkeeper, a striker, 2 centre-backs, and maybe a centre-mid as well. So they're not in business yet. Bowen. Benrahma. Searching for Michail Antonio. And he gets there ahead of Malacia. It's a good challenge. That's a brilliant challenge by Malacia. And he's won a goal kick. Exceptional. Antonio's not happy about it. Malacia didn't give up. He was beaten in the first challenge, but not in the second. Here's Victor Lindelof for Manchester United, and he plays it back to Luke Shaw. Now Lindelof. Chat Sport, how are we? Absolutely huge error, my friend. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know whether Kane will ever leave Spurs. It's a great challenge. Paqueta. Now to Ben Rama. And Paqueta again. Oh, he tries the little flick. Good from Manchester United. And Weghorst bursts away with it. Anthony can get in behind here. It's a great interception by Declan Rice. Really great reading of the game from the West Ham skipper. Fizzed into Bowen. Ben Rama. It's not a bad ball, but it's headed away by Shaw. It's come out to Tom Soucek. Keira. Can't really go anywhere, so he goes all the way back to Nia for Gerd. Ogbonna. Back to a Gerd. And West Ham's attack takes a little pause. Bowen, under pressure by Malacia. That's going to be a foul. It's about the third or fourth foul on Jared Bowen from Malacia, and this is the first one that's been called up. He went through the back of him really nastily there, Malacia. That's 2 or 3 times. Oh! Ow! Actually, that's a nasty challenge from Tyrone Malacia. He should be yellow carded for that. He has been yellow carded for it. It's a nasty, nasty challenge. And Jared Bowen is just still on his way up. Tomorrow, do you know what? Screw it. We're going to do Brighton v Everton as well. So we're going to have a double header for tomorrow on the Stonadge channel. Lucky you lot. Double header tomorrow. Brighton v Everton. Nottingham Forest against Southampton. I'll eat in between it. Don't you worry. And then, of course, midweek, the 2 biggest games, I think, of the season so far. Man City against Real Madrid. And then the Milan derby. Both live here on the Stonadge channel. So make sure to come across and watch it with me. And then on Thursday, we have the Europa Conference League between West Ham and AZ Alkmaar. I'll then be taking Friday off, ladies and gentlemen. And Saturday, I will be live for the KSI v Joe Fournier fight. Which is also my birthday on Saturday, lads. Anthony bursting through. This could be a chance for United. Still Anthony. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Anthony again. He looks offside. It's come off Paqueta. They're going to go for a corner. It's going to go for a... No, it's still nothing. Anthony's kept the ball in. Fans aren't happy about it. Fernandez. Going to fall. Surely. Oh, it's brilliant defending. It's absolutely outstanding defending. I can't quite see who did it. I think it was Tilo Keira who got across just before Anthony. But another foul by Anthony. He was just outstrengthed Paqueta. I don't know what Kane should... Realistically, obviously, Kane, in an ideal world, would go to Manchester City. That's the perfect team for him. But now Haaland's arrived. It'll be slightly more difficult to get into that team. I don't know where he goes now, overall. Maybe to Real Madrid to replace Benzema. Who says no? Here's Lindelof. Luke Shaw, 38 minutes on the clock here. It's been a really good half of football, I have to say. Although both teams don't look like scoring a boatload, it's been really, really like a real good battle. Now Paqueta with a good back heel, but it couldn't quite get to Ben Rama. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please, please do. Trying to get to 1.2k as soon as we can. We're on 1.16 now, so. It's a long shot, and it's looked like it went in, but from Rashford. I think he'll stay in the Premier League and then leave for Real Madrid. I think that would be a really good way to go out. Oh, De Gea. De Gea. You have to... I'm just sorry, I'm watching a replay, guys. De Gea's... He's got to do better with that. I'll be 21 on Saturday. 21 on Saturday, and what better place to celebrate it than right here with you guys? Am I right or am I right? Now, I'll be doing something on Friday night, so... But it's not even my thing. Like I'm going to someone else's thing on Friday, but... So, 1-0 to West Ham. My prediction of 1-1 is still on. But, I tell you what. Yeah, I reckon if Kane stays at Spurs, perhaps his positioning. Nah, it was just awful, knick-knack. Because he's an awful keeper, lad. He's so frustrating. No, I don't think he'd go... I genuinely think, what if I was Harry Kane? If I was Harry Kane, I would be all over staying at Spurs, beating Shearer's record, going to Real Madrid. Go to Real Madrid, replace Karim Benzema. Okay, we just got one slightly over the top of Bruno Fernandes. Here's Shaw. Into Fernandes. I think if Kane was to leave, he should have gone 3 or 4 years ago, though. That's the thing. I think it'd be a wasted move to go to United. It's a bit of a sideways step. I know they're slightly above, but it's not much. Into Ericsson. Fernandes. It's good movements from United. Wan-Bissaka. Chipped over for Anthony. Rashford. And it's a poor decision to head towards goal. And Fabianski dives on the ball. Ten Hag looks a moody man. Well onside, Rashford. Just got to look to head that back towards Christian Eriksen, but he doesn't do so. Bowen. I still think United are 5 or 6 players away, though, knick-knack. I have to say. Oh, would I take Kane at Liverpool? I think I'd be silly not to, right? But he's not the position we need. We've got more crazy options. Osimhen leaves Napoli. Now, that would be interesting if he would choose to challenge himself in Naples. I don't think he'll leave Napoli, though, Osimhen. I just think he's got to cement himself there. Unless Real Madrid come calling. It's towards Fernandes. Fabianski's there first, as per usual so far in this one. It was thought that he'd be eased out of the team, Lucas Fabianski, but I tell you what, he's fought back against those critics. Actually been quite, again, solid as per usual for West Ham this season. Been around for a long time. Great touch from Antonio. He's under pressure from Lindelof. Antonio's still got it. Still. He's lost it, though. It's a good challenge by Antonio. From Antonio by Anthony. It's now wide to Malacia. Malacia's first turn is always inside, though. That's my biggest problem with him. He just is a bit one-dimensional. Would Kane go back to his childhood club and go to Arsenal? Huh? Thoughts? Imagine, that would actually break. That would break the internet if Kane went to Spurs. If Kane went to Arsenal. It would be worse than, like, you know when Tevez went to Man City from Man United? That sort of thing. Exactly. Like, you know, with Robertson and Simicast, that they can vary it up. Sometimes they do go inside a lot, but these days they don't. Like, it's a variation. They're just too left-footed, these guys. Like, sometimes it's the benefit of having a both-footed left-back. Simicast is pretty well both-footed, and Robertson's very left-footed, it has to be said, but I'd rather either of them over Shaw and Malacia. I'm sorry, Lucas. I'm sorry to put that thought in your head. It would break the world if that happened, I think. 1 minute added on at the end of the first half. Here's Malacia. Hey, Sean. Doesn't it get wet in deserts at night? Or is it... Am I waffling? Here's Paquetá. He's done well here. Looking for Ben Rama in behind. It's a good shot and it's saved this time. Ben Rama. That's a little appealing for handball. That was a good strong hand from De Gea that time. I'm sorry, Lucas, man. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Oh, you're eating, are you? It's a chance for Manchester United and Ericsson, and it's a good save. And that was the last kick of the first half. What are you adding with it? Is it handball? Let's have a look. I'm just going to have a look at this. Oh, he did move it. This is interesting. It is half time. It is half time. I think that could have been slightly interesting there. Once Izzy's finished her food, we'll have a bit of Izzy time, shall we? You're right. It's West Ham United 1. Manchester United 0. I'm good, thanks. Why have you done that much? Yeah, not at once. Hey, Dermot, how are we doing? That looks like handball to me. Are you coming on, are you? Alright, well, it'll be me and you for a bit, and then I'll go and make some tea. Don't scran on the screen. I don't quite know why that isn't handball, to be honest with you. But, good to see everyone in the chat at half-time. Thoughts on the game, lads? Thoughts on Newcastle? Thoughts on Liverpool yesterday as well? Let me know in the chat below. What are you thinking? Do you think Liverpool can get top 4? I want a yes and a no. You can come on whenever now.
Whenever now. Sounds like now in a minute.
Come on. On you come.
Squeezing.
To squeeze. There she is.
I thought I didn't cook it enough, but maybe I did. I look something.
Yeah, you do a bit. We do. We've got good skin though, I reckon. Oh, your glasses get done in. How are we? I'm still shocked how that handball wasn't given. Absolutely. Agreed they were poor today. Yeah, absolutely. How's my channel growing? Happy with progress? I'm pretty happy. I mean, if I actually tried a bit more, I'd probably grow a bit more. But I'm just pretty laid back with it all, to be honest. And I think that's the best way. Because I found with other things, I tried too hard and then it burned me out. So I am just trying as much as I want to try, basically. And it's successful, as we are. How are we, Manuel Labour? Manuel.
I'm well. I'm here, so I needed food. Sorry, I didn't wait.
Yeah, you stink of garlic.
It's pesto.
Yeah, same difference. VAR is done. Absolutely. Yeah, we're still together. We're pretty solid, aren't we? Don't give me that shrug. You don't want to let it take over your life. Absolutely, especially because it's not a full-time job. If it's a full-time job, then please let it take over my life. But it's not a full-time job, so...
Oh, it is. Jen, sorry.
Yeah, Jen was asking about you earlier.
No, I'm here. So
Yeah.
ask away.
I'm happy with the way it's on its way, and we're gonna evolve a bit in the summer. So we're gonna have some panel shows, some podcasts.
I'm well, Shayad. I'm a bit tired for some reason. Maybe it's the heat.
The heat.
It's been actually very warm here today. So yeah, sunshine.
Absolutely.
True.
Sunshine shining down. Oh. Sorry for singing, lads.
I'm used to it.
I don't know, Alex, to be honest, mate. It looked a penalty to me. But yeah. What big day, Eliza? Sean, sorry. What big day? Nothing. I don't know what you're on about. With Newcastle losing today and United currently losing, Liverpool could get third. Oh, don't put these thoughts in my head, man. I have no thought. I have nothing. But if United do lose, that puts them only a point above us. They still have a game in hand. Newcastle have a game in hand too. But Newcastle, who have they got next? Leeds away. That's a difficult game. Big Sam, you know? Big Sam Allardyce. He's just gone in there.
I have no idea who that is.
Think Brexit.
Right.
Think gravy. Think just pure Brexit gravy football.
What the hell does that mean?
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. Have to ask this. What do we think of the booing at Anfield? I had a complete rant about this yesterday. I think they're very well and truly. I think they've been well and truly within their rights. I think it's all a load of bollocks. If you want to be a fan of the basically lick the boots of the monarchy, then fair enough. But it's really not for me. I think it's totally backwards in a society where people can't feed their children. So, yeah. That's about it. Can't wait to see Izzy sing happy birthday to me on Saturday.
Oh, God. I'll do it off stream.
Yeah.
Chris knows I can't sing, so.
Exactly. Sam will get battered. Remember what happened to Spurs after Villa? True. I think that Newcastle will be okay. Like, they've got Chelsea as well on the final day. That might be a chance for them to lose a game. But United, this is probably the biggest chance for them to lose points as well. So, I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I still think if we finish fifth, it's all right. Shush you, Alex.
He's allowed his opinion.
Ah, there she is.
There we go.
Here she is. This is the
Bow down
real.
to me.
This is the real queen. This is the real queen.
Nah, not me.
What are you?
Stiz and Jen are the queens.
Jen's the queen. Yeah, I mean, if Newcastle do,
Haven't they got Arsenal, did I just see though?
yeah, they lost 2-0 to Arsenal
No,
today.
it said to be decided
No,
somewhere.
no. Oh, that's Man United in a friendly.
Oh, so out season.
Brighton v Everton tomorrow, exactly.
Are we watching that?
Yeah, I'm going to do a double header tomorrow, I've decided.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Colin!
Hey, Colin. Why are you saying that?
I don't know.
Colin!
Is
You sound
it-
like a doorbell.
It's a good name to sing.
Jill, how are we?
Hello.
Defo a handball
Oh,
he almost
God.
caught it, yeah.
Oh, it's crouchy.
Sing
Tired? No.
Sing a duet together? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It absolutely was a handball.
Jelly top. I just think the song.
It's between Liverpool and United, that final spot. I think so too. Ben Rama, the goal though, I don't think West Ham have particularly deserved to be winning the game, if I'm being honest. But I think Ben Rama, if there was any player to get it, it would be him. But what a mess up from De Gea, lads. Jesus Christ, are they still doing that?
Jelly spots. Do you know the song? There's a song now, I think.
What? David De Gea.
It's funny though.
Tutti Frutti's banged. Tutti Frutti. Oh,
You can still get them,
can you?
I think. Is that the thing? I know. I'm thinking of am I thinking of green packet maybe.
I'm going to do a double header tomorrow. The keeper's going to have no chance. Especially if the keeper's David De Gea. Thoughts?
What?
Thoughts on David De Gea, is he?
Could he have saved that? Realistically.
Well, yeah. The goal, yeah.
That was handball, surely.
Exactly. Even Izzy knows it's
Wait, I
handball.
think.
He moves his arm towards the ball.
It's the back of his hand.
He moves his arm towards the ball.
Sorry, I was watching replay.
What's he doing?
Yeah, it's the back of his hand.
How is that not handball?
What?
That's actually mental. Farcical. I rate that.
What's that mean?
It's like farcical. Do you know the word farcical?
Should I?
Probably. It means like it's stupid and like incompetent. That is a penalty. You literally just went boop.
So I'm testing lines. Mohammed.
Hey Mohammed, how we doing? Whoever's in charge of VAR should be fired on the spot. Well, some of them have been. Lee Mason was earlier this season.
Wait, I thought they don't want to check it out.
Oh, it's Wheater Polton. What's Wheater Polton saying, lads?
Be our ears, please.
Honestly, I just think they're just totally incompetent, Nick-Nack, to be honest.
Can they not discuss it during half-time and then come back?
Yeah, but they can't come back afterwards and do it.
Oh, that's stupid.
Oh, that's banter. Banter. Bants. I still think top 4 is unlikely for Liverpool. If we keep winning our games, you never know. That's it. If Liverpool win the last 3 games, we're in the best position. We've won our last 9 then. Peter Walton said it should be a pen. If he's telling you it's going to be a penalty, then it is.
Thanks, David. Thing our ears.
Big Eric's not too happy about it.
He looks funny. Oh.
You think Eric Ten Hag looks funny? That pasta smells so good. It smells so good. I don't know. I think we just got to keep winning the games.
I don't mind that kit.
That's last season's Man United kit.
I don't mind it.
It's
and that's
disgusting.
only the few seconds I saw of it.
Well, yeah, to be fair, Man United's kits are quite nice this season, I have to say. I hate to say it. Are we playing midweek? No, we're not. We're playing next Monday. I think it's a long, long while to wait for Liverpool to play in the Premier League. It's next Monday against Leicester, away from home. So I'll be live on this channel. And then Saturday the 20th against Aston Villa. I think it's a 3 o'clock kickoff, so it's probably touch and go whether I can do it. But then I can't. I also can't do it. So it might be the last Liverpool game of the season on my channel, lads.
You're not going to any of those ones, though?
No. The only one I could go to is Villa, but I can't.
Why? Oh, yeah.
So no midweek games, but Liverpool Leicester next Monday live on the channel.
That's just before our bets on a family affair. Let's just say.
What are you having for tea?
Oh, literally just pesto, pasta, and cheese.
It smells so good, lads.
I used a lot. I got. This is when you know you're an adult, when you get a pesto selection set for your birthday.
Pesto set for tea. Love it.
Selection.
You haven't all of the pesto.
I had quite a lot.
Which pesto did you have?
Just the normal one.
Just normal pesto.
Yep.
Liverpool did just about enough yesterday. Good 3 points. Yeah, exactly. That's all we have to do is keep winning. Keep winning games. Do it one game at a time. You know, the 3 wins this week have all been difficult wins in their own regard. You know, the Spurs game, we went ahead and somehow we won. I have no idea how. Thanks to Lucas Moura and Diogo Jota, basically. The Fulham game, difficult, nicked it. Brentford game, I think we played better in the Brentford game than against Fulham, but we won it. You just never know. The 3 wins in our last 3, and it's really game on. It's really, really game on. The pressure's all on United and Arsenal. United and Newcastle, exactly. Exactly. So, not too far away now from the second half. You will get top 4, and how did it? Hey, Anderson. I don't think it's done yet, my friend. I've got no belief in it at all. But that might be why we'll do it. Like, I don't actually think we'll get it. But the whole thing is, it's just come from absolutely nowhere. Good to see you, Anderson, my man.
You big.
It's very much not done yet. Oh, hey, Amir. Love you too, my man. Six wins in our last 6 with 2 draws before. Exactly. Imagine if we'd have just beaten Chelsea. Twice.
That'd be fun.
Chelsea is so bad, and we've drawn with them twice 0-0 this season. Like, how awful do we have to be, lads? But I think now, we said that we'd turned the corner after Madrid. After Man United. It was after the Arsenal game that we turned the corner for me, hugely. When we've got on this run. The Arsenal game, as soon as we tweaked Trent into that right sort of inverted fullback role. That's changed the game for us. It's completely changed the game. We might not have played so well in some of those games. Forest, we were awful and somehow won. West Ham, we were okay and won. Fulham and Brentford, we were okay. Tottenham, we played well, but we're not playing well and winning games, which is a sign of a good team. It is only half time, so I wouldn't.
The best time.
Half time is the best time because it's Izzy time. Woohoo!
That should be my jingle now.
Listen, Anderson, my friend. With some of these players, I'd said at the start of the game that you're 6 players away from being a top team. I just feel as if De Gea's not good enough. The defence aren't good enough, apart from Martinez. I still don't think Varane. I think Varane is vastly overrated, by the way. Lisandro Martinez is by far your best defender. I don't rate Luke Shaw. I don't rate Malacia. I quite like Dallo. I quite like Wan-Bissaka, to be honest. I don't know.
Do you know any sign language? Sorry, doesn't have.
Do I know any sign language? Wait, no.
I think DSL. I think all the vowels were on the left.
I know nothing. I wish I did know. It'd be great, but I'm not gonna learn. But Magnon is the same. Magnon's the same. He's a great shot-stopping goalkeeper. Real top of the range. Can't pass a ball.
Those bubbles must be really annoying because it makes the ground really slippery.
Yeah, but it's forever blowing bubbles. It's West Ham.
I know.
Anyway, the teams are coming out.
Oh, Eliza. I made him on before the game.
See you later, Iz.
Bye.
She's gone. She's gone to eat her pasta, lads. But congratulations, Granny Dwarf. Granny Dwarf finished all their assignments. Congratulations, my friend. I am buzzing for you. However, I hope the second half of the bargain is held up for you. And talking of second halves, here we are for the second half. That was a good transition. I should work in television, lads. Just saw my trim out. Do you just say I got a face for radio? You're dating me, blood.
I don't know, I'm trying to do friendship, so. You said it to me before, so.
Abuse, that is. Disgusting. Do I have a face for radio, lads? I'm fishing for compliments now. Anyway. Is the title still Cities? Yes, absolutely. Hello. It's a shot. It's deflected, and it nearly comes for Rice. Yeah, but knick-knack, David De Gea makes far too many mistakes. It smells so good, man.
I mixed in the cheese while it was hot.
Oh.
I might leave some for you.
David said no comment. And Colin said that's not nice, is he? And I agree with Colin. Yeah, here's Rice. I do not have a posh voice. I do not.
Who said that?
Sean said I got a posh voice. I don't.
I think we both do it.
I don't. Just because I'm not like, I don't actually have a defined accent. I reckon. Loads of people think I'm like a commoner. Like a proper like NPC. That's a foul. Not given. Anyway, we move.
Are there any other big sporting games going on? It sounds like they're reacting to something.
I don't know. They're doing the street party and they're playing games. Here's Paquetá. Here's Ben Rama. Good ball in. It's hooked away. I know you were, David. I know you were. It's not. It's not posh. I'm sorry. It is not posh, darling. This is posh. I don't sound like this. Do I? Do I sound a bit like this, darling? I'm just well spoken. That's my I would say.
Okay. Question for chat. Who's posher, me or you?
Here's Izzy's posh. Antonio is a corner for West Ham.
Who's posher, me or you? Out of chat.
Chat, who's posher, me or Izzy? Izzy's way more posh than me. I'm going to emphasise every little bit of up and down the apples and pears now, lads. Well spoken is posh to most people. I suppose, yeah. I suppose. I did get A star in English language, lads. Rice with the corner. It's towards the back post. It's well won. And it came back out now to Ben Rama. If he can get there, it's a good turn by the Algerian. Ben Rama will hit it. It's well blocked. It's come back out. And it's saved by De Gea. And again, it's well blocked this time. It's going to spin out for a corner, is it? It is. Oh my God. Anderson said me and Josh said me. Izzy is levels above. Thank you. Thank you. It is true. What rating system?
You're saying about your A star.
Oh, an A star, I mean. Oh, it's towards... Not an 8 star, an A stars. Water finds its own level. Fine, that's fair enough. Not an 8 star, an A star. I've got an A star in literature and language. So... Anderson, bruv, stop it. You could very easily equalise, and that is fine. And you've got easy games to finish the season. You're alright, you're fine. Do you know what? That's good. That's good from you, Sean. I respect any dad joke. Here's Fernandez. Into Anthony. Wan-Bissaka. Cut back. Anthony again. Anthony again. It's well blocked. Hooked away. And now Ben Rama for Manchester United. They're on the way back. 3v4. Oh, it's a good interception in the end. And is it going to go out for a corner? De Gea's chasing it down. And he's managed to clear out for a throw. I'm here for any dad jokes in the chat, lads, by the way. So feel free to put them in. And I want them to be related to this game, please. You get extra points, lad points. You get lad points for any dad jokes. It's a long throw for West Ham. Towards Souček, who wins it. De Gea can't get there. Antonio, it's gone in. It's going to be a foul against De Gea, but I think VAR will check this. Is he enjoying her tea? She is. She's really enjoying it and making me very jealous right now. Nah, it's fine. Let's have a look at this. I don't think it's that much of a foul, you know. That is soft. That is soft as anything. I think they need to look at that. That is so soft. Oh, no, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. United have got away with one there hugely. Here's Weghorst. Okay, we're back to Fabianski, who clears well. It should be 2-0. Granny Dwarf, I wish it was, mate. It's off. It's a foul. They're not looking at it. Hey, Hog, how we doing? Here's Hog. Did he? I say that every time he comes in. That is awful, lads. What the fuck? That's two huge decisions in United's favour. I think you can see why that's been given as a foul, why that's not been given as a foul. But elsewhere, that handball, you can't see why that's not been given. So no, don't. Are you full? Okay. Bowen leaves it, and it's going to be a throw into West Ham. Erik Ten Hag doesn't look too happy, but I think he should be. He should be 3-0 down, bud. And they're readying Anthony Martial, Manchester United. At the Blues game, well, have fun with that, Lucas. Always enjoy going to live football, my friend. It's an absolute privilege. Birmingham City. Even though it's probably not a privilege to go and watch Birmingham City, to be honest, they are awful. They're in the Championship, same as Cardiff. But Cardiff are awful as well. Across towards Bowen. And it's gone out for a throw-in now. And here comes Anthony Martial. It's a good challenge by Souček. It's going to be another throw-in for United. Be for Weghorst, I imagine. Shaw, Malacia, Lindelof. Well played, United. Really good. Here's Eriksen. They get out of this, and this is really nice. Weghorst. Good turn. Really nice from United again. Wan-Bissaka. With the ball for Weghorst. It's a good save by Fabianski. Now that would have been one of the goals of the season if that went in. It is only, but as Jurgen Klopp says, football is the most important of the unimportant things. Make sure you look after yourselves. Don't get too hung up on football. Ogbonna. Wan-Bissaka flicks back into Eriksen. And Shaw. Martial is very, very close to coming on here. See, I love that quote by Shankly, but for me, I take the Klopp approach. Oh well, at least you're alive at the end of the day. Through to Casemiro, over to Malacia. See, I disagree with Pep in that regard. I think if a player's on a hat-trick, you give him a penalty. I know it nearly backfired in that, but I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it, to be honest. I think it shows that you're not selfish. I don't like selfish players. I know people say, oh, striker's got to be selfish, you know. But I think it's ridiculous. Wouldn't quite go that far. Careful, you. Izzy saved me some pasta. I love this woman. I love this bloody woman. You. She saved me pasta. I'm not hard to please, lads.
We have said before, food is our love language, though, so. Do you agree?
Lucas, you know me far too well. More than you believe. Lucas, you can tell you've watched a lot of my streams, my man.
I mean, isn't football one? Isn't that from someone else you said?
Hey, Cod, how are we doing? Has my love for CJ gone up? It's stayed the same, man. It's been the same all the time, my friend. People didn't listen to me, and I told them. Very true, Anderson. Oh, sure. Cresswell with the ball in, and Lindelof gets there this time. Here's Benrahma. Cresswell's back from an offside position, but Benrahma takes him on more. Now Rice. Rice at the near post. It's played across. Oh, it's gone to no one. He should have got it there.
Didn't you say the football was the most unfilmed? Isn't that a Jurgen?
That's a Jurgen quote, yeah.
You said it today.
Yeah. I literally just said it on the stream just then.
Yeah, but you said it the other day, and I was like, did you say it's Jurgen?
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, Pep wouldn't have been able to say anything. Who scored for who? For West Ham?
I think it was close, that was why I think they thought.
Oh, it was close. No one scored. He pulled it back, and nothing went in it. Here we go. Bowen. Still Bowen. Paquetá. Paquetá! Not far away. Not far away at all. Whew. West Ham really intensifying here. It was actually a lot further away than I thought it was. Skamaka's injured, I believe, Nick Nack. The first goal for West Ham was from Benrahma. A huge mistake, Granny Dwarf, from David De Gea. Question.
Why did Haaland give up his penalty to someone else?
Because they were on a hat-trick. So, he was just being nice. I'm a fan of it, to be honest. That's a horrible question, Lucas. I can't say... You mean it's in Izzy or Liz? Liz as in Liz Golden? I can't let Liz disappear, man. Football would be gone. I'll just have to be sad for the rest of my life, but happy in knowing that Liz lives. Hashtag long live Liz. That's the real queen. Martial.
Yeah, Liz.
Yeah, long live Liz, man. It's a free kick to West Ham United. Rashford brought down Declan Rice. It's actually quite a good decision, this referee, to be honest, for this ref. Ooh, Rashford was high there. He slipped. It wasn't deliberate, but he went in high. And Rice, this situation, he pulled the ball back and there was 5 players in. I know, but it's Liz, man. I can't kill Liz off, lads. I don't know. Here's Cresswell. Back to Angelo Ogbonna for West Ham United, and they an hour gone now. Still lead Manchester United by a goal to 0. Lofted forward by Fabianski, and Paquetá brings it down brilliantly. Yeah, but I can't get rid of Liz, lads. Here's Antonio. It's a good ball. It's going to come back for Paquetá. Gets the ball towards the back post and Bowen! Oh, it's not far away. It's off the side netting. It was Souček, in fact. I thought it was Bowen. Oh, it's a brilliant piece of work by Lucas Paquetá. It really is. He's starting to really come into this game. Harrison, how are we doing? Lost your Denex Black account. Ah, oh, bless you, my friend. It's good to have you back, though. How are you? Here's Wan-Bissaka. Fernandez. Good challenge. Hooked away by Ogbonna. In Lindelof now into Malacia. Towards Fernandez on the volley. He can't strike it well enough, but he can try and hook it back in. It's away this time by Agerd. Wan-Bissaka headed towards Martial, who's barged Keira out of the way, but Keira hooks it away brilliantly, and that's surely a free kick, not given. I'm sorry, man. Souček challenges it well. It's a rarity that I shout. I'm not a big shouter. I just get very excited about football. Martial into Casemiro. It's a good challenge, and Souček can clear away. Bowen. Antonio. Good turn. Really good from Antonio. He's still going here, Mikel Antonio. Still going. He's charging through, and he's been sliced down by Wan-Bissaka, and that is the clearest yellow card that will ever be given, ever. Wan-Bissaka sliced down Mikel Antonio, and it was worth it because it stopped a very, very promising counter-attack for West Ham United. But it does put Wan-Bissaka in a little bit of trouble here. Luckily, Lindelof was the last man, so it's okay. It's a cynical challenge. That's an exceptional comment. Yeah. Oh, you tickle me, man. You do. Benrahma's at the back post if West Ham want to utilise him, but West Ham, the fans cheering them on. It would be probably a win that will make them safe. Tilo Keira is going to loft it in, I think.
Can I make a suggestion if you're hurting Harrison's ear?
What's that?
You should do a whole stream of ASMR.
Towards Agerd. It's going to come out for Benrahma. Benrahma with the ball towards the back post. And surely it's not going to fall. It nearly does. Izzy's just suggested I do a whole ASMR stream.
And I hate it, so.
It would be absolutely awful, lads. Here's Creswell. Deflected cross and De Gea's there.
Thanks, Jen.
Played in behind for Anthony. It's a good interception. Creswell. Towards Antonio. Thanks, David, you bloody legend. Paquetá. Still. Oh, it's just wide. Have a chicken biryani and samosas for relaxing eating. That sounds amazing. I've seen rugby and can confirm it is poo.
You live in Wales, mate.
I don't care. It's poo.
You get kicked out.
It actually wasn't far away. It was Antonio's header. Very nearly made its way into the back of the net. And De Gea will clear. West Ham have been the far better side in the second half. You couldn't really say that in the first. Sliced wide by Martial. And it's a good ball for Rashford. He's got Anthony in the middle, but Rashford is taking his man on. He's looking for Malacia. It's gone out of play, surely. Fernandez will shoot, and it's saved anyway. It's gone out of play for a goal kick.
You can do right having cold pasta.
Yeah. It's fine, man.
I haven't done my washing up yet.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just a child. I don't have a pet car. No. I have a cat, though. Not here. I have a cat at home. Lads, right. I have a qualm with you, and I want you to help me convince Izzy and potentially her mother. Next year, I'm living in a house which they own. All right, it's not their home. It's a house which they own, and I am very, very keen on getting a hamster, lads. I really, really, really want a hamster. So, can I ask you guys to convince Izzy as to why I should be able to get a hamster and call it Casey? That's short for quesadilla. It's a free kick to West Ham.
I'm clipping that into
Can I call a hamster Casey, short for quesadilla, and have it in the new house? I think we should be allowed to have a hamster.
We look after it.
Exactly. So it's not that big of a commitment, Granny Dwarf.
It'd be heartbroken. You got really upset when our dog in The Sims died, and that's like real. Exactly, Granny Dwarf. They don't wait. They disappear.
Yeah.
Just poop.
Why not? I really want a cute hamster called Quesadilla. Guys, can we admit it's a really cute name, please?
Are you paying for it?
I'll pay for it, yeah.
Are you gonna look after it?
Yeah. We can all look after it. It could be a house pet. Gerbils are more
I
fun.
did have gerbils growing up too.
I didn't say it was good. I just said it's like less commitment.
So you're not committed to looking after a pet then?
No, I'm committed to looking after it for 2 years.
It's like a contract.
Here's Shaw.
Oh, Harrison. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, no.
How do you know? Here's Fernandez. How do you know it was alive then? Did he watch Flushed Away? Yeah, but my cats wouldn't be in this house. It's crossed into the box. It's a different house. Casey's short for quesadilla. It's a great name. It's such a cute name, lads.
Would you spell it like that, or?
I love this chat, man. This chat is the greatest.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know what Harrison said. I thought that might have happened.
Oh.
That's so bad.
But maybe it had a really great life in the sewer. Anyway, 17 minutes in and Cresswell plays it away for Ben Rama.
Should we clip all that and send that to him?
I think that a hamster would be a great pet.
You do really good. It would be down in the living room.
Yeah.
I thought about this already. You do realize you're gonna have to change their bedding and stuff.
Yeah. It's good practice for children. Here's Rice.
After 2 years.
Here's Rice. Rice with a shot deflected corner. Yeah, can you get a wheel and then just not have it in their cage all the time? Like, let them run it.
It's attached on the wheel plate.
Yeah, but you could get like a temporary wheel. I'm sure you can. It's a corner kick. What about rats? What about rats, lads? Yeah, but they're so cute. But they are cute, Colin. A Ninja Turtle. Yeah, but it's Casey after Quesadilla, lads. It's a really cute name. It's adorable. Cross towards a good. And De Gea's dropped it. Is he given a foul? He hasn't. Ben Rama. Drilled across. Cleared away by Malacia, but only as far as Paquetá. Backheeled for Ben Rama. Ben Rama still. Still Ben Rama. And still. Oh. And he's got it again. Back for Rice.
Oh,
Still Rice. Crossed in! And it's in for West Ham! It's an offside flag against Thomas Souček. No, like domesticated rats. They're really cute. I'm not getting a dog. They're too much commitment. Is Souček offside? He is just. It's a good header by Souček. Ben Rama's been very good. I think he's been great. I don't know. Sauce, maybe. Ace. There we go. Sancho and Sabitzer on for Eriksen and Anthony for Manchester United. Yeah, Ben Rama's had a hell of a game, man. Thoughts on pets? Yeah, but like in our new house. Small.
Not too much commitment.
How much? Yeah, exactly. Like a hamster. Mate, Granny Dwarf, they're too long. It's too long, man. We're both busy people. We can't look after a cat. Can't look after a dog. A hamster's like a chinchilla. Guys, let's get a chinchilla.
Big cages though, that's the only thing.
Yeah. Can I get? What about chinchilla, lads? Or a ferret?
Daegu. Do you know what Daegu is?
I don't know.
Google it.
What about ferret? I spent half of this half talking about pets.
Rabbit?
Nah, because rabbits are too shy. They are cute.
Good luck.
Towards Antonio.
Yeah, but die soon.
Yeah, but then that'll die soon, Granny Dwarf, and you'll be there watching an animal die. So that's the same thing. Nah.
Chicken Martin.
I'd love a koala.
They eat Charles and the Dragon.
They deserve it. What? It's across the Wan-Bissaka and now Jadon Sancho for Manchester United. I ain't getting fish because they're boring. What? Lucas, calm yourself, bud. Yeah, but so do hamsters. Mark Goldbridge doing his nut on United stand. Well, that doesn't surprise me. It's been an awful performance from Manchester United. Ah, right. It's fine, man. It's fine. Hamsters have a good life. I think Hog. I think I agree, bud.
Hot cross. What's that cross with?
Here, United are still on their way forward with Casemiro. Towards Rashford. Can Rashford get a shot away? It's a good save by Fabianski. Nearly. Very, very nearly. But it was just easy enough for Fabianski to get a hand on. Might have just been going over. Thank you, Amy. I don't want fish, though. This man is incredible. Here's Sabitzer to Fernandez. To Sabitzer. It's a free header for Lindelof. And Wan-Bissaka is great defending from West Ham. There's 2 head injuries here, though, for Martial and Souček. Oh, bless him. Oh, this doesn't look good. The West Ham and Manchester United players surround Martial and Souček. It was a horrible...
Babe, this has got a pug cross with a chihuahua.
Oh! Oh, it's a real horrible clash between Souček and Wan-Bissaka, This could be bad for both of these players. They're still down. Concussion protocols will obviously be put in place.
No, Lucas.
Yeah, nah, not a snake.
Tell them about the video you showed me, Adam.
Oh, I'm not telling him that. That scares me, man. This is not good news. Both of these players could be concussed here.
Was it a head-on collision, was it?
Yeah. So tomorrow, give this opportunity to tell you what's coming up tomorrow on the Stonadge channel. Brighton versus Everton, live right here from 5 p.m. And also in the evening, Nottingham Forest against Southampton. What a huge game that is in the war for relegation. I was going to say the War of the Roses. Completely different.
What time is it?
That's a 7:30 stream.
They're not there.
No. Yeah, here comes the stretchers. This is not good news. I don't think I could go vegan, man. I love meat too much. Don't take that out of context. People, I say some strange stuff, man. I could be obliterated from this channel. Players are absolutely dripping in sweat with these conditions.
16 degrees or whatever, so it's London as well, so. What, is it?
Yeah. What a day. Manx and the tuna bottle in top 4. Newcastle. I don't think they are.
In a Geordie accent, probably.
The tune. Up the tune.
What's the best accent you can do?
I reckon my Northern Irish is pretty good. My Brendan Rodgers, I've got it down pretty well, I think. Well, you're a beautiful human being, Isabel. I love it. I love the fact that you're just there and I'm enjoying you right now. Souček. Hamsters are cute, but a lot of work. Souček and Wan-Bissaka are still down here.
Yeah, she said that you have to handle them in order to tame them, give them plenty to do, apparently. Imagine you had like a cage, but then they had like walkways around the wall, the hamster.
Forgot it's bank holiday weekend in the UK. Yeah, man. So there's double headers right here tomorrow.
Is that what happens in holidays?
Not usually, but both guys are staying on. I think they're mental. They're both up, but they both don't look comfortable. Just get them off. Don't take any risks with concussions, man. When do people learn? When do people learn about them? I think they're dumb. I should stop caring about football. My team are 100% going to bottle the league. Ah, man. You click the join button, Harrison. Give me a second. I'll send you the link, buddy, if you want to become a member. Give me a second. Oh, no, my brother has rats.
Are they all still alive?
There's 2 of them that are still live.
Do you know which ones?
No.
I was going to say it was Robo and...
I can't quite remember. Yeah, there we go. That's how you become a member, by clicking that link right there. It does make you green, Harrison, yes. Back for Malacia. 8 minutes to go now. But of course, there will be substantial added time after that collision. Here's Lindelof. And again. United just trying to rotate. Trying to rotate the ball around. Yeah, but fish are boring, Jen. I look like I play the piano on Thursdays exclusively. I wish I could play the piano. I really, really do. However, I did, when I was younger, used to play the clarinet. And I was grade 4 in the clarinet. Very nearly grade 5, but I gave up because I got bullied for it. Very sad. Wan-Bissaka has lost it to Benrahma. And that's a foul. Surely, no? No? Okay. Paquetá is not happy about it. Benrahma's still down. It's a pretty poor decision from the referee, that one, in my humble opinion anyway. Oh, big up, Nick Nat. Oh, my Lord. Here comes Pablo Fornals for West Ham United. Should do. That's a strange one. Well, there is a way. Oh, well, there we go. 85 minutes on the clock. Rice clears away towards Antonio. Shaw back for Lindelof, and it's a chance for Paquetá again. He's got Wan-Bissaka to take on. It's 2v3, and it's a poor ball. It's a poor decision from Paquetá, and West Ham may live to regret it. Manchester United can live for late goals. It's been Fergie time. Will there be Ten Hag time? Fernandes, not Ferdinand. Back to Bruno Fernandes. He's got a man on the back post. It's headed and it's wide by Casemiro. Paquetá should do better with this chance, guys. He really, really should. He had a man wide and he had a man over. Sean, listen, my friend. It's not for me. It's not for me, and it's not for hundreds of thousands or millions, hundreds of millions of people. Or, well, tens of millions of people. There's not hundreds of millions of people in the UK, I don't think. I don't know. I don't actually know the population. It's really quite bad. Yeah, but at the same time, it is just weird, isn't it? Off goes Benrahma. Here comes Pablo Fornals for West Ham United. Pablo Fornals on as well. And for Manchester United, Diogo Dalot is going to replace Wan-Bissaka, I believe. It should be Wan-Bissaka anyway. It is, yeah. And Fred is also on for United. We'll have to see, Liz. Jen, we'll have to see. I called you Liz then. That's awful for me. But you're both queens. 3 minutes of normal time to go. Malacia's off for Fred. So, I'm not sure who's going to go. I think United might be going 3 at the back. Or is Lindelof moving to right back? No, Shaw to left back. Dalot to right back. Sorry, that'll be what it'll be. And cleared forward this time by Fabianski, flicked on by Antonio, and there's a man in behind charging. It's Bowen, he can't get there. West Ham pressing high. It's given away, and Rice has got a chance here for West Ham if he can pick the right pass. Rice, deflected, corner. 67.33. I say, yeah. So, yeah, 10. I'd say it's probably a 50-50 split, you know, of people that actually care and people who don't. There's a lot of people who vehemently don't care, and that's me. Actively dislike. That'd be me. But, listen, I'm not going to hate anyone if they really like licking the boots of kings and queens. If it's what it's for you, then that's fine. Corner for Creswell. Towards Gerd, who was there. And now it's going to come for Keira. He's had a really good game at right back. And that's not a bad ball. Bowen. Antonio, it could fall, surely. Someone. It doesn't. They've had so many issues. In those situations, West Ham. Bowen rose highest above Lindelof. He did so well. It did hit Antonio's arm, so I don't think it would have counted if it did go in. There's a man down here for West Ham, though. It's going to add to a hefty chunk of added time. I mean, he is right, David. I have to say, he is right. But please, yeah, keep it clean as you can. However much I do agree with you, yeah, please. Eight minutes added on. I knew it'd be hefty. The clock will go. But this is Fergie time. Paul Tierney puts up the board. I hate you, Paul Tierney. Every fibre in my body. Wan-Bissaka into Bruno Fernandes. Martial! Good save! Fabianski! He had to go across the keeper there, Anthony Martial. He's got to do better there. Come on, you Irons. A win today, and that'll probably put West Ham United safe in the Premier League. A draw. Oh, and it just flashes past Casemiro. He should have scored. Rice clears. And now Bowen, can he get there? He can't. He's clattered the man. It's advantage played, though. Rashford. Going to be a panicky last 8 minutes. There's a foul by Paquetá. It's put across, and it's gone out for a corner, is it? It is a corner. It was flashed in. Oh, he missed the header, Martial. He's got to score. It wasn't Casemiro. He was at the back post. Martial has got to do better. Here they go again, though. Rashford, great challenge by Fornals. Lofted in and away by Ogbonna this time. Martial, can he see it out for another corner? It's Sancho, in fact. It is another corner. Sancho will take it. Oh, it's a shame, Harrison, my man. Don't worry about it. It's a cross headed away. And that is offside against Bruno Fernandes, who kicks the ball away. What is he doing? Why is Fernandes kicking the ball away when he's... Why is Fernandes kicking the ball away when his team are losing? Is it like a natural reaction for him? For me, they give a man of the match to Rice on this game. I don't think I would. For me, Said Benrahma, although he went off earlier, for me, has been was by far and away the best player on the pitch, and I think he gets my man of the match. Bowen. And as mentioned, 3 minutes gone so far. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes of the added time. 3 have gone. As mentioned, there is loads of content coming up. I will be doing a double header tomorrow between Brighton and Everton, and then Forest and Southampton. So make sure to join me for those two. Oh, that's a good challenge by Tilo Kehrer. Again, another one who's had a brilliant game. And then on Tuesday, we will be live for Man City against Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League before Inter Milan against AC Milan. It's crossed in towards Fernandes. It's going to be cleared away. You can't blame him, though, Sean. He is the son of God. I hate myself. And it's out of play. Again, this time Lindelof. And here comes Flynn Downs and Ben Johnson. It's a huge day for Everton tomorrow. It really, really is. A loss there, and they're in deep, deep doo-doo. A win for Forest makes it even worse for them. That would make football a little bit better. Off comes Lucas Paquetá. What a performance from him today. And Antonio's off for Ben Johnson as well. Off they go. And there he is, Flynn Downs. Of course, Lucas. Of course you're number one. I knew that. I have ball knowledge. Here they are, West Ham United. 95 minutes on the clock. Nearing a famous, famous win over Manchester United. Fred. Fizzed into our Bruno Fernandes. Dalot. Not long to go now. Great challenge by Rice. And Downs launches the ball forward. De Gea will get there first, but Fornals will chase. De Gea, it's not the greatest of balls, but luckily Malacia, it was Fred, in fact, who was there. Will I be cheering for City against Madrid? Absolutely not. I'm very much Real Madrid FC that night. Fernandes, it's not a bad ball. It's headed on. It's going to come back for United. Dalot. Fernandes. Rashford. It's going to go for a United corner. "96 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock. I know the clock's gone off, but it's still going on here. Fernandes with the corner. They very nearly scored from it earlier. Fernandes with it again. Away by West Ham, and Declan Rice is there. Out wide for Fernandes. It's a good turn. Past Fornals. Fernandes with a shot. It's skied over into the London Stadium stand. And with just a minute to go, Erik ten Hag looks on for a potential second consecutive 1-0 defeat. And here comes Emerson Palmieri for West Ham. He's on for Aaron Creswell. And David Moyes is making his substitutions at It's 97 minutes and 41 seconds. I think there'll be another minute here. I think there'll be another minute. Launched forward by Fabianski. The 8 minutes have passed, but I think there'll be another minute. Dalot back to David De Gea. And away. Bowen flicked on towards Downs. He's taking it towards the corner. Still Flynn Downs. He's done really well here. Still Downs. It's well challenged, but he's won it back. And now he's lost it. But Bowen's got it back, and he's been fouled. And that's a free kick to West Ham. This is surely going to be it now. 98 minutes and 40 on the clock. See you later, Hog. See you soon, my friend. The West Ham fans in high voice. And the United fans flock for the exit. And that is it! What a win for West Ham United, and what could that mean in the race for the UEFA Champions League? It's finished West Ham United 1, Manchester United 0. David Moyes celebrates with his fans. I think he's safe. I think West Ham are safe. Now they've got a European semi-final to look forward to, and that will be live right here. But what else will be live here? Brighton v Everton tomorrow, Forest v Southampton tomorrow. Make sure to join me then. I've been Chris Stonadge. This is the Stonadge channel, and come on you Irons.